With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska. This broadcast is presented by Currency. Does your business need financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers? Visit gocurrency.com. And by Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com.
For the second game of our doubleheader here tonight in Columbus, Nebraska. Lincoln Northstar and Columbus round 2. Navigators were able to take game 1, 11-1. Had a nice couple innings where they tacked on a lot of hits and scored a lot of runs. A couple of those innings, though, they were shut down by Columbus. So the Discoverers will look to use that and see if they can find a way to stop those Gator bats. Kalen Devitt along with Elijah Mosier here today on News Channel Nebraska. It is a beautiful day. We talked about the last time us being here, Elijah. It was a weathery mess of thunderstorm, rain, and lightning. But today it's been gorgeous. Game 1 was beautiful, and the lights are flickering on, ready for game number 2 of our doubleheader.
I mean, the weather could not be any better for tonight. First day of activities for softball and girls golf. The rest of them will kick off next Thursday. But it's been really beautiful, and can't wait to see what we got in store for game number 2. Of course, game 1, Northstar had it pretty handily, but a lot can change when you change those pitchers on the mound, Kalen.
Things will change, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But first, take a look at our school spotlight, brought to you by Currency. Need financing for RVs, ATVs, or other expensive items? Currency is here to help. Visit gocurrency.com today. So again, Columbus playing right here in their hometown of Columbus, Nebraska, 24,028 here in the city. They are in Platte County. That is 10 on the license plate. 961 students in the school, and they are the Discoverers. They'll try to discover a win in game 2 here today. I bet you hear that a lot. Lincoln Northstar from Lincoln, Nebraska, nearly 300,000. Home to the Huskers and UNL, as well as Lancaster County for Lincoln. About 1,500 in the school as students, and they are the Navigators, otherwise go by the Gators. They can go by 2 different names. So you kind of think about the Navigators. You've got the Navs or the Gators, but they usually go by the Gators for Lincoln Northstar. All right, we're going to get ready for action in just a moment. Stick around because Lincoln Northstar and Columbus round 2 is coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
Women have a 1 in 8 chance for developing breast cancer. Early detection makes a difference. Beatrice Community Hospital's Imaging Center can help with the latest technology, from screening with 3D mammography, breast MRI, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsy. All services conveniently located in the BCH's Imaging Center. Schedule your screening today. Incredible care, incredibly close.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Elevate your drive with Woodhouse Ford. From driving the city streets to cruising the back roads, Woodhouse Ford has something for every lifestyle. Discover the joy of performance and reliability with Woodhouse Ford, where every mile is a testament to quality craftsmanship. With 3 locations in Omaha, Blair, and Plattsmouth, Woodhouse Ford is ready to help you. Shop our inventory and offers going on now and experience the difference of buying with Woodhouse Ford.
About go time for game number 2 in our doubleheader, Lincoln Northstar and Columbus, as Lincoln Northstar took down Columbus in game 1 11-1. They led 11-0 before Columbus was able to tack on a run in the bottom of the 5th inning. That's where it went, 5 innings, and with that they had the 8-run advantage, which gave them the win a little bit early. Kalen Debb and Elijah Mosier on News Channel Nebraska here today. It has been a little while since Columbus has been able to take down Lincoln Northstar. The last time was September 4th, 2016. It's been 8 years since the Discoverers have been able to beat the Gators, but anything can happen, and that's why we keep on playing this game, because this team has a lot to prove, and we'll see if they can fix things a little bit here as we move into the second game. As for Lincoln Northstar, they're looking to keep their hot bats going into the second game of the doubleheader, and we'll see who can come on top for this second one as we start the season today on News Channel Nebraska. I believe we're about ready here in just a moment, getting our final pitches through. In the circle today for Columbus, it will be Lexus Hill. She'll be there for the Discoverers, which is a returning pitcher as well. Hill last year had 15 appearances, went 6-4 in those 15 appearances, those 10 starts. Had a 6.33 ERA along with 22 strikeouts and 31 walks. So that will be good for Columbus. Otherwise, on the mound for Lincoln Northstar, they will keep Remy Sunken hot, going with the freshman who ended up with 2 strikeouts in the last inning of that first game we played. So Sunken will take the circle and look to keep things going.
Yeah, and that's the thing we talked about at the end of the first game. They both decided to substitute different pitchers in for the 5th inning. Were they going to keep them in, use it a little bit as a warm-up, or change to a different pitcher? Columbus decided to choose to go with Lexus Hill, who didn't have it, to get her first varsity experience of the season, and Northstar opted to keep Sunken. Here we go.
Here we go. Game 2 is underway. First pitch is in there for a ball. Looking to Haley Bolts, who had a dominant performance in that last game. 7 strikeouts in the circle, along with 2 doubles and a couple RBIs. Helped her team get the win. She did receive the win as the pitcher. Hill's pitch is inside. It's a 2-0 count.
And game 2, completely different. Got to push game 1 out of the back of your mind if you're Columbus. If you're Northstar, you keep it right there in the back of your mind. You remember what you did, and you keep those gears turning. Try to bring some more runs past the plate.
That's exactly right. One team wants to forget it. The other team wants to keep it going. A little pause in the action. And Bolts steps back in. Going to go play for the University of Nebraska Omaha next year. That's ball 3.
And if you watch game 1, you know exactly why. Dual threat offensively, but also on that mound, she was red hot.
.30 count, stop sign for Bolts as she watched this one go by for a strike. Last year, the Gators won both games in that doubleheader as well, 7-5 and 12-0 as a walk gets things started for the Gators. Haley Bolts is aboard
Not what you want if you're Columbus. Give up a free base runner on the way with Northstar hit it in game 1. If they can find those bats again, Bolts might be looking to score here pretty quickly.
A little high for ball 1 to Dempsey Whitmore. And if you know anything about Lincoln Northstar, both players checking their wristbands. Watch out for a steal attempt. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Bolts is heading to second, and she's there standing.
Nice call there, Kaylin.
Thank you.
Just because it's the season opener for these guys doesn't mean we're rookies over here.
Whitmore steps back in. Ooh, pitch hitter. Kind of came in.
And it gives Whitmore a free pass to first base. Definitely not what you want. First hit batter of the day for either squad. Always dangerous when that happens. Looks like it came in on the wrist area. Here comes the instant replay on the Beatrice Community Hospital feed, and indeed, that's what it looked like. And now 2 runners on, no outs for Northstar.
So not an ideal start for Columbus. Northstar is pretty happy with it so far as Haley Van Pelt fouls this one back. And our first inning today is brought to you by Visit Kearney. Find it all in Kearney.
Find it all but the softball game hanging right here in Columbus.
Big swing and a miss. Nice pitch from Hill. And Van Pelt with a 1-1 count.
Although I will say you do have to visit Kearney sometime. Beautiful place there. Got the Archway Bridge. Got home of the Crane River Theater. Lots of great stuff to do in Kearney.
Swing and a miss, and that is strike 3. Haley Van Pelt goes down swinging. Nice job from Hill for the first strikeout of the game.
Yeah, Hill's still staying nice and consistent there, letting her pitches do the talking.
McKenna Watkins playing second for Lincoln Northstar. Runners going. It's a hit and run as this is popped up. Got to make a decision, and now the runners will go after a miscommunication. It's a force out at third. No, shouldn't be force out. It is. Or are we calling the infield fly? There you go. So infield fly is the call. McKenna Watkins is out. So the runners advance.
Here's another look at that one right in front of the plate. But unfortunately, communication between the catcher and pitcher wasn't quite there. Allowed the runners to advance, but infield fly got the first out of the inning.
So 2 down, because you did have the strikeout.
Yes.
So now you got 2. Be huge if Columbus could get out of here, Elijah.
Yes.
That gets away. Nice stop. Gracie Boss, way to keep in front of it. Bolts had her eyes at the plate.
It couldn't be any bigger if Columbus were to escape out of this. And that's something that you don't see too often, that infield fly rule come into effect.
Fouled off. Ava Hanger with a 1-1 count.
And Hanger's actually moving from behind the plate to third base for this game. A little bit of a different defensive side here. But now trying to get things done, bring in a runner here at the plate.
Infield fly, it's always a good rule because as a defense, you can try to play it in your favor. This gets behind Boss, and here comes Bolts. First run of the game. Trying to throw back to third. Lincoln Northstar gets 1 across through the pass ball.
Yeah, and those are those unforced errors that you talk about. And you saw it right there on the feet. Got right between and escaped from Boss. And Northstar takes an early 1-0 lead.
There's a strike. Nice job from Hill. Two. 2 down. Light little blooper. That might drop. No, nice catch. What a play made. Kudrin heads on back and gets a nice over-the-shoulder catch to get the final out of the inning. So with 2 runners on with no outs, Lincoln Northstar does get one across, but Columbus is able to limit the damage. Gators go up 1-0. Discoverers bats coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
Let's get moving, Nebraska. Show us how you stay healthy and you could really make a difference. Capture these moments, whether it's a walk in the park, playing with your kids or pets, biking or swimming, or even cooking a healthy meal, and share them with us. Each week, one lucky winner will choose a school to receive a $500 donation from Medica. Join the fun and make a difference. Submit today at newschannelnebraska.com and your school could win $500. Stretch Across Nebraska, presented by Medica with News Channel Nebraska.
Some jobs are hard work, long hours, busy days, late nights. But there's something in us that keeps us going when we know what we're doing is making a difference in someone's life. Because it's the hardest jobs that are the most important, and that pride you feel makes it more than worth the effort. NPPD, powering our state, empowering your life.
Bottom of the first inning, and oh boy, that looks like it'd be nice to take a little swim in on a day like today. It's not super hot, but that just looks gorgeous.
Oh, beautiful Columbus.
1-0 lead for Lincoln Northstar. Haley Bolt scored on a pass ball for the Gators. And now Columbus will get things started in the bottom of the first. It's Elena Kudrin, first pitch ball coming from Remy Sunken. Sunkins came in and finished off that last game. 1 complete inning. Did have a run come across.
And now we've hit to the point where the sun's come back out and it's set even further than it did before. And so we got a great photo opportunity right now. That sun's just glancing right down on the plate.
I believe the kids call this golden hour.
It is definitely the golden hour here in Columbus. Columbus hoping to find the golden hour of their bats.
Kudrin swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Sunken. Two-two count. Sunken trying to get on top. Kudrin trying to stay alive. Strike 3. Got Kudrin looking. And the freshman starts off her first start with a strikeout.
Third strikeout of the day, too. She got 2 to end off that last game. I mean, we talked about Bolts being really good on the mound. Sunken might have the potential to be even better.
Very good start for Remy Sunken as Bella Larson comes to the plate. That ball bounces in front for a ball. Columbus a season ago finished with 12 wins, 18 losses, as this is down for a single for Larson. Good start from the Discoverers and a way to bounce back off of the strikeout.
And Larson saw that ball coming in, hit on that ball, got on it right over the first baseman's head, landed it shallow in the right field. Good job, get that first base runner on. That's what you got to do. You got to start little, build your way up.
Columbus had a pretty solid season last year up until their last few. Lost 10 out of their last 13. The Discoverers had a tough end of the schedule, including 6 out of the last 7. Otherwise, you look at their run differential from a year ago, it really wasn't that bad. They only had a minus 15 run difference, but that did result in 6 more losses.
Yeah, sometimes that's just the way that things go. Run differential, really hard thing to judge a season by because some games can be so lopsided, and that doesn't really tell all the factors. There could be an injury, and sometimes the ball just goes into all the gaps just like that.
Hewell gets his single and advances the runners. Hitters count Hewell's to first, and Larson moves to second.
And see, that's what we saw a lot last game in the second inning with Lincoln Northstar. Everything just hitting the gaps, and you'll see it right here again on the instant replay, just out of reach of Hanger, and it goes right into the outfield, and now we got runners on first and second.
Columbus lost their three best hitters last year's to graduation. Looking to replace that here this season. This is fouled off, and a big opportunity for Lexus Hill.
Big opportunity. They didn't score until the bottom of the fifth inning last game, and by the time came along, the game was kind of already over. It's just a one-run game right now. Good chance to get some momentum going.
Want to stay in it as early as possible and give the Gators a run. Try to find yourself on top of this one. Here's Sunken. Doesn't come back down. And a strike. Excuse me, a ball. 1-1 count. Runners on first and second with one away. Hill puts nice bat on ball. Going back over the head of the center fielder. Hits the fence. Hill is headed to second. One run scores. Here comes another run to the plate. And Columbus takes a 2-1 lead, as well as Hill moving over to third on the throw. What a job by Lexus Hill over the head of the center fielder Bolts.
Let's look at this again. She craned that ball into center field over the head of Bolts. And now here we go, coming around the bases. And man, oh man, Columbus has their first lead of the day. And look at Callan Huel coming in with the sunglasses on.
So a double with an error advances Hill to third. And it's a 2 RBI double for Hill. It gives Columbus a 2-1 lead.
And now it's our first look at a pitcher-on-pitcher duel here for this game. And safe to say Hill won round one.
Good effort there by Bolts in center, but hit the fence and kind of lose your footing. Can always be tricky.
Always hard to judge the ball heading towards the outfield.
Here's Taylor Blazer. 1-0 count. That's in there for a strike. Caught the outside corner of the plate.
And we're talking about that run differential. You saw game one, 11-1. Now you're seeing game two. Things just switch on their head. There's just so many variables. Hard to judge a team off of just one factor, but there are just so many things to go into it because baseball and softball are just so analytical in how they're played and how they determine their games.
You ever seen the movie Moneyball? They got to make a softball version of that one. Great movie, by the way.
Yeah. Get on base, that's all that matters.
He gets on base. So a 1-2 count for Blazer. Back-to-back foul tips. One down. Sunken, swing and a miss. Blazer goes down swinging. Sunken's got her second strikeout of the game. And there's two away.
Sunken is so good at what she does on the mound. Let me tell you, Lincoln Northstar has some incredible pitching this season.
Kirsten Nicolite. First pitch inside for ball one. Sunken doesn't come back into the zone. And Nicolite's up 2-0.
Nicolite does have the advantage of being in the last game. She pinch hit in the fifth inning. So these two have actually faced off so far in this game. I don't exactly remember the result of that at bat, but they have faced each other so far today.
And this is fouled off. Will even the count at 2-2.
Sunken's going through a lot of pitches this inning. This will be her 23rd pitch this inning.
Runner on third base. Lexus Hill wants to come in and score. Big pitch from Sunken. Fouled off again. Nice at bat from Nicolite.
Yeah, Nicolite's doing a great job staying in there, fighting with Sunken to keep her at bat alive.
Discoverers have their first lead of the doubleheader. In front 2-1. Top of the first inning. This is hit to short. Throw over to first is there for the out. Nice play made by Whitmore. Tossed it over to Van Pelt and strands Hill at third, but Columbus does tack on two, and they're in front of Lincoln Northstar 2-1 after one inning. We head to the top of the second. Gators bats are next on News Channel Nebraska.
At Nebraska Orthopedic Center, they provide comprehensive orthopedic health care. Their physicians are highly skilled in all areas of orthopedic and sports medicine, including spine surgery, foot and ankle, hand and upper extremities, fracture care, and total joint replacement. Their expertise includes the medical management of injuries through physical and rehabilitative methods or surgical intervention. To schedule an appointment or to learn more about Nebraska Orthopedic Center and their family of 25 physicians, go online to nebraskaortho.com. That's nebraskaortho.com. Nebraska Orthopedic Center is your healing destination.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit gocurrency.com for details. By Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
Columbus leads 2-1 over Lincoln Northstar in our second game of the doubleheader. As we move to the top of the second inning, Kaylin Debb and Elijah Mosier. Elijah, how many times have you been to that water park?
I've worked there more times than I've actually swam there. I don't know the amount of times. I'm not much of a swimmer, but I worked there a good bit last summer.
As a lifeguard?
No.
Oh, I was going to say, if you're not much of a swimmer and you work there, maybe I wouldn't know if I would want you to be a lifeguard.
Yeah, they're better than that. They do a fantastic job. The whole city, great job. Lots of good lifeguards. I was in concessions.
Well, the Discoverers are ahead 2-1. Top of the second inning on NCN. Columbus was able to tack on 3 hits. That resulted in 2 runs in the bottom of the first, while Lincoln Northstar, they had 1 on a score from Haley Bolts. She reached on a walk, scored on a pass ball. Gators are looking for their first hit yet. Swing and a miss, Tessa Kalupka down 0-1 from the pitch of Lexus Hill.
And you mentioned Northstar is looking for the first hit of the game. Well, Columbus is looking for a much cleaner inning this time around. They gave up a walk. They gave up a hit pitch. They had an infield fly that allowed runners to pass by. The run scored on a pass ball. Looking for a cleaner inning here.
Kalupka flies it out to right field. And the catch is made for the first out of the inning. Gracie Walters makes the play.
Now, way to get underneath it. I don't know how tricky it is for a right fielder with the sun behind you. I don't think it would be as tricky as if it was in your face. But definitely know that sun's playing a little bit of a factor here.
That first pitch from Hill to Ostentowski's down and away for ball 1. I do like this field isn't too bad. It's more difficult for the batter, if anything, for that sun out there. For the fielders, pretty good spot. I'd definitely like to be playing on this field on a sunny day, at least where the sun's at right now, Elijah.
And there's just a lot to it. Whenever you have a baseball field, softball field, I mean, where that sun sets, where that sun rises, what time of day it is, this is definitely more of a fielder's ballpark.
Oh, yeah. It can be a pain if that sun is in the wrong spot. 2-1 after the strike.
And I think that could be in part of why we've seen a lot of strikeouts today. We've seen that sun be in the batter's faces a lot.
Down low, 3-1. Ostentowski with a hitter's count. See if Lexus Hill can fight back here. 1 down in the inning. That's low. Ball 4.
And when we talk about the sun as well, I do want to bring up the fact that I haven't seen too many players wear sunglasses. I know Callan Huell's rocking them over at first, but I haven't seen too many players with them. So they must not think it's as big of a deal unless they just think it impacts their performance that much when they do wear them.
Second inning today is brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Stunning engagement collections, exceptional diamonds, and dazzling gemstones can be found at their Lincoln and Grand Island locations. One of the best parts about this sport is the sunglasses. There's so many different styles that you can wear.
A little bit of pause in the action. Crandall's now pinch running at first base.
That pitch is in there for a strike. Skylar Witten had some hard hit balls in that first game. What about those sunglasses that kind of look like ski goggles? This one is up toward right side. It drops in for a base hit. Crandall moves over to second, and she continues running to third. Didn't slow down at all. And now back to second. Ball is dropped and safe. Witten kept on going after the throw.
And so you see that on the replay. That one hit right into the gap in right center. And just no discover by that one. Allows the quick and speedy Crandall to advance to third. And then once that ball was thrown to third base, that allowed Witten to take second, and that ball was dropped, allowed her slide in safely.
So now great position for Lincoln Northstar. A big spot for Olivia Knox. Freshman had a good game her last time up. Looking to keep that going. Taking a moment to pause. Discover is ahead 2-1. Knox floats this one out to right field. Walters is there, makes the catch, and the runner will come across. No, it dropped down for a base hit, excuse me. Another runner tries to come. Tag is not, tag is down. So a little bit of a interesting play. Take a look here at the replay. Kind of a wild play, but Northstar does tie this ball game up. Knox moves to second. Bolts fouls this one off left side.
Yeah, and I'll say on that last play, Walters decided to make the decision to let that ball bounce just so she didn't overcorrect and just miss that ball. Threw it in, and then just interesting sort of events. But either way, we're tied back up at 2.
And 2 away after Witten was tagged out at the plate. This one back toward right field. And that one is caught for the third out. So Columbus is able to, again, limit the damage, but Northstar does tie this game up at 2. Heading to the bottom of the second. We got a good one so far in this second game of our doubleheader. 2-2, Columbus and Lincoln Northstar on News Channel Nebraska.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Tie game 2-2. Lincoln Northstar and Columbus into the bottom of this second inning. The Discoverers will have Gracie Boss, Gracie Walters, and Olivia Schaefer. 1, 2, 3 to start the second inning. First pitch swinging, falls down. Boss, and the throw over to first is there. Probably would have been there anyway, but does not help. Gracie Boss kind of got stuck in the batter's box.
Yeah, take a look at this here again. And just getting out of the box, just slips out of there and made that play even easier for Whitmore at short.
Gracie Walters, after 1 pitch, 1 out. Good start for Sunken. Second one is popped up to center field. Here's Bolts, makes the catch. 2 pitches, 2 outs.
And you see, it looks like the sun is playing home field advantage too. That sun decided to tip behind the clouds here heading into the bottom of the second. And all of a sudden you see 2 great bits of contact, but unfortunately they can't get on base.
Schaefer waits for this one to come by. It's a strike. I think you have to if you're Olivia Schaefer. You can't go down 3 pitches, 3 outs. So you got to let that one come by. A 1 count for Schaefer. That's up high, ball 1. Inside, ball 2.
And just seeing the pitches that Sunken is going to deliver freshman on freshman here. Waiting for her pitch.
Schaefer gets a piece of it over to second and beats it off of the error. Tough play. Watkins could not scoop it and throw it over in time. So Schaefer reaches aboard. Go down in the books as an E4.
Yeah, you see that right there again on the Beatrice Community Hospital instant replay. But now Columbus has a base runner on, trying to figure out if they can break the tie as we head to the top of the lineup.
Top of the order for the Discoverers with 2 down. First pitch strike. Kudrin struck out looking her last time up. Strike 2. Throw back to first and nothing there.
See, this is a game that everybody enjoys. You see tie ball game, lots of action.
This is hit to right field. That is down for a base hit. Runner looking to go to third. Kudrin is safe with a single. And good heads-up base running by Schaefer to get over to third.
Yeah, Schaefer puts runners on the corners now. Take another look at that one on the instant replay. But yeah, that one bounced in front of Chalupka. And Schaefer took off for third. Kudrin safely in at first. Good old 2-out rally.
2-2 game in the bottom of the second. Big spot for Bella Larson. Singled her last time up. Grounds this one over to the pitcher. Nice play, Sunken over to first to end the inning. Leaves 2 aboard for the Discoverers. Lincoln Northstars. Remy Sunken with the play in the circle. We head to the top of the third inning in a tie game. Northstar and Columbus tied up at 2 on News Channel Nebraska.
Other companies have the revolving door. Every time we come into Schaefer's, it's always the same people. And the big thing to me is they know you by name. They know who you are, which makes a person like myself feel just warm and welcome here. And that's what's great about Schaefer's.
Schaefer's has the essential Whirlpool appliances you need, from refrigerators and air fry ranges to laundry pairs to keep your clothes clean and sanitized at everyday low prices. At Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Schaefer's, we're more than just TVs and appliances. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
Top of the third inning on News Channel Nebraska, knotted up at 2. And the sights don't get too much better than that. Calming, soothing. We're at the ballpark right now. I'd say that those two are pretty close to where you want to be on a nice night like tonight.
I mean, I just spent the last few days at MLB ballparks. There's nothing better than getting back to the ballpark. Just so much excitement, and the atmosphere is always great. And we're in for a really good end to our night.
2-3-4 to start for Lincoln Northstar. It starts with Dempsey Whitmore. Alexis Hill returns to the circle. First pitch, ball. So which ballparks did you head out to, Elijah?
Oh, just Globe Life Field down in Texas, Petco in San Diego, and then up to Dodger Stadium.
You make it sound like it's so nonchalant. That's an awesome trip.
Let me tell you, Petco Park it's phenomenal. To use your word from earlier.
Phenomenal. I noticed how you didn't use outstanding.
Camden Yards is outstanding.
I was going to say Camden Yards would be a great spot to go. Tried to put down the bunt, and Whitmore holds off 2-1.
Looking at this action here, we got Whitmore up. And she got all the way to third back in the first inning after she's hit by a pitch, trying to get on base by her own accords this time.
High pitch is popped up to left field. Nice play to make their way over there and make the catch. Bella Larson.
And that time you saw a little bit of a gust of wind. Curved that ball back, but Larson tracked it nicely.
On a rise ball, of all things, high pitch. Third inning today is brought to you by Husker Rehab. They treat the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. One away. First pitch swinging is in there for a base hit. Haley Van Pelt reaches this time with a single.
Nothing you can do about that one if you're Alana Kudrin at second base. That one ripped right over your head and into the outfield. Gets Northstar a nice base runner and Van Pelt trying to see if they can take that lead back.
Second game of our doubleheader. Hill's pitch doesn't find the zone. 1-0. McKenna Watkins for Lincoln Northstar. Last time up, she had the infield fly. Flew out to right side. Walters makes the catch. Runner doesn't tag. Has to keep Van Pelt at first with 2 away.
Yeah, you mentioned it, 2 away in the 2-2 ball game in the second inning. See what third baseman Hanger can do.
Hanger fouls this one off right side. She caught her last time in the first game today. Hanger was playing behind the plate. Today she's playing at the hot corner. That's high, gets beyond the catcher, and Van Pelt moves over to second. So now a runner in scoring position, and this at-bat just got a little bit bigger.
The biggest at-bats come when there's 2 outs in an inning. What can Hanger do with this?
Pops it up, and that is caught. Good communication. The Discoverers are able to make the play. Elena Kudrin is able to get there and make the catch. We move to the bottom of the 3rd inning. We're still tied at 2. Discoverers with a chance to break this lead. Coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry, cause you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do, just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
We got your back.
All right, so Remy Sunken will have the first 2 innings done, but now Bolts is back. She pitched the first game, 4 innings, no hits allowed for the future UNO Maverick. And she returns in game number 2, entering here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Yeah, interesting decision there from Northstar. Didn't really expect them to bring in Bolts, especially not this early. But see if Bolts still has some arm left in her. She had a very solid game 1, 57 pitches in 4 innings. Didn't allow a hit or a run, struck out 7.
Really not too bad for Bolts, only 57. 34th thrown for Remy Sunken. As we get started with Columbus, it's 3-4-5.
And the shades have come off for Callan Huell. Sun's finally set.
Huell Hill Blazer. First pitch strike.
Try saying that 5 times fast.
Huell Hill Blazer? 5 times?
Yeah.
I'm not going to try.
I think I'd slip up on that.
That's up high. Ball 1. Haley Bolts kind of won that battle between these two in that first game. We'll see if Huell comes on back, looking for a little bit of revenge. It is nice, Elijah. The wind has died down quite a bit in this second game. Makes things easier for the fielders. That's up high, 2-1.
And Bolts coming in is not the only change that Northstar made. They moved Hanger back to catcher, and Ostanowski is now at 3rd.
So just a swap between the two. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
And so it just seems like Northstar is going to have a situation where they have a pitcher that favors one catcher versus the other, and so they're going to keep those people together. At least that's what I gather from this.
If you like the way that Hanger played in that first game, maybe you just think that you'd like to put her back, see what happens. Full count now for Callan Huell. Bottom of the 3rd inning. A 2-2 tie.
Seems to be a hole there. Pitcher's mound trying to close that up is Bolts.
Fouled off the face mask. Ava gives us a thumbs up.
Yeah, that was quite the ricochet off the bat. Then the helmet popped right up into the backstop fence.
Yeah, those are always tough. Taking one on the chin like that. Full counts for Callan Hewell. Bolts digs. And walked her. Big base runner for Columbus in the bottom of the third inning.
And that brings up Lexus Hill. She was the one who hit that one all the way to the outfield fence in the first inning. Got that 2 RBI double and advanced to third as well on that. Now she's back up to the plate.
That's low. Ball 1. Taylor Blazer, the designated player, is in the on-deck circle. Fouled up and out of play.
So just like in the first game, when Bolts is on the mound, Columbus has been making her work. They've been fouling off a lot of pitches. They've been extending these counts, and we're seeing that once again here.
Bolts did end up with 7 strikeouts in that first game. That's away. The ball gets past Hanger. So Hewell is over to second. And a runner in scoring position now for Columbus.
That changes a lot of things here for Lexus Hill and how she wants to attempt this. She doesn't have to worry about grounding into a double play here.
If you wanted to, you could try to lay down a bunt. That's down low. 3-1 for Lexus Hill.
No offense, but I don't think Columbus is going to bunt away with their cleanup hitter.
It doesn't appear to be that way. There's ball 4.
Especially when you take a free base just like that.
So back-to-back walks as Haley Bolts enters the game.
And that's why I back up to the decision by Coach Rule to bring in Bolts again. Sunken was doing a decent job on the mound through the first couple innings, and we just saw Bolts use a lot of her arm in game number 1.
Swing and a miss. Taylor Blazer gave it a go. Struck out her last time up. Coach Plants comes up to the umpire.
Looks like we might have a pinch runner here.
And
Indeed
we will.
do.
So Hill checks out. And coming in for Columbus to run. We'll check that number.
That would be trying to read the handwriting on the lineup.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 count.
I believe that's Robertson.
Robertson, the pinch runner. And that is high. Runners advance. 1-2 count to Blazer. None down, and Columbus is runners at second and third.
And we've seen that in the first game. That rice ball has gotten away from Bolts at least a couple times. And so while her fastball's been on point, she just hasn't had the control at the rice ball tonight.
Fouled off. Nice job by Blazer to stay in the at-bat. 1-2 pitch. Outside, ball 2. Swing and a miss. Blazer goes down on strikes after a nice at-bat. But Bolts comes back with a K. Her first strikeout since re-entering the game. Naomi Robertson is the runner there at second. We got that off the web. Thank you, Elijah.
Good old game changer. Has everything.
Dale Rule comes out. Talk with Bolts. Rule in his second year. Now, this is his first full year complete. Lincoln Northstar has them drinking the Roulade. The Dale Roulade. You've heard that before. Another guy named Rule here in Nebraska, but Dale Rule has Lincoln Northstar on a big bounce back. They've had a couple of tough years, but last season was a big boost. This gets past the catcher. Here comes the runner. Safe! Columbus takes the lead. Callan Hewell on the pass ball makes her way home.
Another unforced error. Let's look at that on the instant replay again. Ball gets by Hanger and sliding in safely.
Yep, great
None
call.
other than Callan Hewell.
Nice job by the umpire to get that one right. Sliding under the tag. Bottom of the third inning, 3-2 game, 1 away. That's a ball. Kirsten Nicolite. Inside, another ball.
Yeah, Bolts
3-0.
Seems to have lost her control here. Can't find that strike zone consistently.
There's a strike. Nice bounce back from Bolts. Fouled off by the fence. Full count. Bolts with the big bounce back. Full count. Runner on third base still for the Discoverers and only 1 away. You know, Callan Hewell, she came on that pass ball. She advanced from second, third, and home on pass balls.
That's not what you want if you're Northstar.
Fouled off again. Nicolite has to hang in there. Was up 3-0. But Haley Bolts came back big time.
This pitch will make for the longest half inning of the entire afternoon. This would be the 26th pitch.
There you go. This is hit toward short. Throw over to first is in time, but Columbus able to grab another run as Robertson makes her way in. Nice play defensively for Lincoln Northstar. Whitmore. But another run for the Discoverers, and they lead 4-2.
Yeah, shortstop. Whitmore just opted to throw to first instead of trying to get Hill out at home.
Gracie Boss, first pitch strike.
Excuse me, that wasn't Hill coming home. That was Robertson.
Base paths are clear with 2 away. Discoverers ahead by 2. Fouled off in the fence. Boss is down 0-2. Here's Bolts. Kicks and deals, and that is high. 1-2.
Yeah, Boss standing in there. Freshman trying to face off against the senior.
Swing and a miss, and Bolts comes back with a big strikeout to end the inning, but Columbus does some damage. The Discoverers have a 4-2 lead heading to the top of the fourth inning on News Channel Nebraska.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Speedy Mart. When you have to fuel your journey and feed the crew, whether it's many or a few, Speedy Mart is fresh, ready, super clean, and convenient.
Here, customers can expect the highest quality fuel that they deserve.
And when you make a pit stop, it's gotta be fast. Easy in, easy out. Speedy Mart for the win.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. I love it. Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
We're definitely coming back.
Sure. We have a wedding band to buy. So.
We do, yes. We have wedding bands. We'll be back for that.
Starter Heyman Jewelers, downtown 12th and O, South Point Pavilions, and Grand Island.
Lexus Hill returns to the mound as Columbus has a 4-2 lead, moving to the top of the fourth inning on News Channel Nebraska. Kalen Depp and Elijah Mosier joining you tonight in beautiful Columbus, Bradshaw Park. And those 2 runs scored by the Discoverers in the bottom of the third. Elijah, you pointed this out, both walks that came across due to some pass balls, some errors, but Columbus ahead by 2 runs.
Yeah, Columbus will take it any way that they could get it. Northstar just wishes they could have been a little bit cleaner.
Fouled off here. Tessa Kalupka, first pitch. That's down. Ball 1.
And for Northstar, there's still a long way to go in this game. They had a lot of offensive production in game 1. They can't be thinking too low yet. Of course, they didn't have a defensive inning like they would have liked, but their bats have been good today.
This hit toward third, trying to move the play around. Got it in there in time. Little bit of a bobble, but it worked out well for Nicolite. Kirsten Nicolite, nice play.
Yeah, solid contact. You see it here on the Beatrice Community Hospital cam. Couldn't quite field it well, what did Nicolite, but grouped it up in time and made the throw over to Hewell at first for the first out.
Yeah, important thing was staying with it. Brings up Austin Towski. A pitch upstairs, ball 1. Just misses the zone, 2-0. Columbus has not beaten Lincoln Northstar since 2016. Got the 4-2 lead. Trying to hold on.
Lexus Hill has just done a great job of staying consistent, hitting that strike zone time and time again.
Hits it up high. This is going to be a tough play. And it drops for a base hit. Austin Towski reaches. Kind of got caught in a triangle between center, right, and second.
Yeah, Kudrin was running back for it. We'll see another look at it here. You'll see the second baseman and Kudrin running back for it, trying to see if she can make a play. She was the closest one to it, but still just not quite close enough to it at the same time. Looks like we might have a pinch runner here.
Looks like we will. Coming in for Lincoln Northstar is number 6, Kaylee Crandall. Joins us back on the base paths. Crandall ran for Austin Towski earlier today and also scored that run in the second inning to tie the game. Skyla Witten has had some hard hit balls today. She singled her last time up as well. She was tossed out trying to make her way home in the top of the second.
And a hard hit ball is exactly what Northstar needs right now. They need to find some momentum again because all their momentum has cooled off. But the good news is you can still hear that dugout nice and loud. They're cheering them on. It doesn't seem like they've slowed down yet.
Hitters count for Witten. Fouls it off toward the fence. Bird came out of the top of the fence.
That was kind of fun.
Just scared a bird away.
I was trying to figure out what black thing was
was
falling
that?
from that top of the fence, and I saw the bird.
And that hits her. Hits the ground, but hits Witten. Big chance for Northstar. One down. Olivia Knox comes up to the plate, and she's had a good freshman debut. Had a hit her last time up, had a couple in that first game as well. And does it again, puts this one out in right center. It's down for a base hit. Knox heading to second. One run comes around. It's Crandall. 4-3 game. Northstar has a runner on third, has a runner on second, and the freshman comes in again big.
Yeah, good job there by Knox. Get a good knock on that ball right into the gap in right center, and now there's two runners in scoring position. For who else but Haley Bolts.
Witten on third. Bolts comes in, line drive, left center field. This is going to be extra bases. Tie game now. Bolts is on second. She moves to third on the throw. Double with an error. Lincoln Northstar has tied it as Skyla Witten makes her way across.
And what did I just say? Who else but Haley Bolts? She gets the job done again, gives Northstar the lead back, and the Gators are cooking.
They are cooking. First pitch, double, advance on the error. With one away still, Northstar ahead 5-4. Tries to put down the bunt. There's a strike. Dempsey Whitmore.
I think Bolts is making a great campaign for being the player of the doubleheader here.
Oh, yeah. Fouled off. Left side. It's the dugout on the other field. Good game so far.
Fantastic game so far. Columbus really bouncing back from a rough game one. Northstar's cooled off a little bit. I mean, it's really good.
0-2 count for Dempsey Whitmore. Bolts is on third. That's down to the way. Pass ball. Bolts is coming home. And she's there. Tacks on another one for the Gators. The speed from Haley Bolts.
Turn that awareness up to 99. She saw that ball glide by, and she took off for home.
Northstar has turned this into a pretty big inning. Whitmore, 1-2 count. And drives this one in the left field, down for a base hit. Gators keep alive, going for two, trying to stretch it. She's there. Tag was not in time.
Northstar with a humongous fourth inning. They've changed their luck. They've scored 4 runs, and just everything seems to be working.
It's that aggressive base running we talked about, Elijah.
That it is, and I'm kind of shocked we haven't seen a mound visit from Columbus yet try to cool things down at all. Just letting things play out.
Runner going on the pitch. Safe again. Whitmore makes it to third.
And that's what I saw from my seat, too. Looked like the tag would have been in time, but Foot got there just first.
One down for Northstar.
And all the momentum rides with Lincoln Northstar.
Right side, that is down for a base hit. Van Pelt heads to second, and she's there.
What did I say? All the momentum rides with Northstar. That's the fourth double in a row from Northstar, and they have a 3-run lead.
Unbelievable.
Columbus rolling with the same look, too. Still one out.
7-4. This is floated into right center. Gets under the ball and makes the catch. Is Gracie Walters. Van Pelt has to stay at 2.
Now Columbus a chance to get out of this inning. They came in with a nice 2-run lead, and they've seen it disappear pretty quickly.
Here's Hanger. 2 down. Van Pelt on second. There's a strike.
I said at the beginning of the inning, Northstar needed to find some momentum, and their dugout kept cheering them on, fueling them on, and they've done a great job with the bats. They've kept those bats hot. They've kept them pushing to the outfield, and they kept hitting it in the gaps.
That's down for a pass ball. Van Pelt moves over to third. Seven to 4 ball game. Lincoln Northstar ahead by 3 runs. Started the top of the 4th, down by 2. Big inning, 5 runs. 4 straight doubles before McKenna Watkins flew out to right. And this continues the hitting spree. Another one comes across for Lincoln Northstar. Ava Hanger with a single and an RBI.
And Northstar successfully batted around in this inning, too.
It's the second time in this doubleheader officially that Lincoln Northstar has batted around. Conversation at the circle.
I think now would be a good time to talk about some other events NCN has coming up. Next Thursday, big college football.
Ooh, we do
depending
get
on who
some,
you are, north or south.
Oh, we do have one. We've got a couple good games. Wayne State will be kicking it off on the north feed. South feed, who do you got, Elijah?
South Chadron State hosting Nebraska Kearney. Couple of good Week 0 matchups right there.
Little Lopers, little Wildcats on the north and south feed on News Channel Nebraska. Thursday night football on NCN. A couple good games. On Sunday as well, we got Northeast Soccer. We'll be having their home opener on Sunday night. Sunday morning, excuse me. We'll have that one on News Channel Nebraska here on the north feed.
New pinch runner at first, it's Kutzer on the bag pinch running. But doesn't stop there next Friday night. Week 1 high school football, Columbus, Norfolk. So for those Columbus fans out there, big old rivalry.
The Maroon Cup. Runner advances to second off the pass ball.
I think we tackled everything pretty well.
1-0 for Kalupka. off the foot of Hill. Throwing to first, not there. Safe. Runners on the corners. It was a really good effort by the Discoverers, though.
And talk about a bad luck play for Columbus. Grounder straight up the middle. Would have been a routine play from Liberty Boss. That's short. But this time you'll see in the instant replay, right off the right foot. Ricochets up in the air, allows Chalupka to make the infield single.
So Kutzer's at third. Off the base there at the circle. Did not go off the foot of Hill. That's good. First pitch strike.
And
Crandall.
It went off the base. Well, we circle back to when Bolts originally got on the mound to start the third inning. She was trying to put dirt in the hole that had gone there. So because of that big hole, it's allowed a grounder to fly up in the air like that.
Crandall ran for Ostentowski, so now she's back in, hits a right fielder shot that's off the glove. Be an E9 that scores a run, more one trying to continue. Crandall back to first in time, but two come across for Northstar off of the drop and right.
My goodness. Everybody has scored in the fourth inning for Northstar except for Watkins.
Unbelievable.
I don't think there are many other words besides unbelievable, unfathomable. Like, this fourth inning has been one for the ages for Northstar.
So it's an E9. As this ball gets away from the catcher, Boss. And runner Crandall advances to second.
And just looking at it too, nearly everybody's been on base except for Watkins. Nearly everybody's scored a run in this inning.
Another one that bounces through. Crandall's over to third.
And that's something that hasn't helped Columbus's cause. They've had a lot of pass balls this inning. They haven't been able to keep it in front of them, just allowing runners to take free bases.
Skyla Witten with the 2-0 count. She's been playing well today. She's got a single. Was hit by a pitcher last time up. Second time she's batted this inning. Hits one deep to center. And a catch is made to finally end the inning for Columbus defensively. Catch is made by Olivia Schaefer. Not without a huge one. 8 runs come across. And Lincoln Northstar jumps ahead of Columbus 10-4. We move to the bottom of the fourth inning. We'll see if the Discoverers have some fight. Coming up next on NCN.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. By Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Schaefer's, we're more than just TVs and appliances. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
We talk about those crooked innings. We just saw one from Lincoln Northstar tacking on 8 runs. Started off down 4-2 in the top of the fourth. They now lead 10-4 as we're officially in the bottom of the fourth on News Channel Nebraska. Fourth inning is brought to you by Visit Kearney. Find it all in Kearney. Galen Devin, Elijah Mosier on News Channel Nebraska. Love that shot of our NCN van in the back. We get started. Northstar has a 6-run lead. First pitch from Bolts is in there for a strike on Gracie Walters.
And that's something Bolts, she got the strike here. Struggled a little bit in the third inning with her control coming into the game for Sunken. See if she's got it back here in the fourth.
Fouled off the handle. Walters is down 0-2.
At the same time, it can be hard whenever you've been seeing that dugout for so long, just waiting for your opportunity to come back out, but she seems to have delivered a couple of good pitches. I think we'll see the rise ball here.
Comes back to first. Will try to do it herself, and Van Pelt does. Makes it easy. An unassisted play for Van Pelt. Columbus has one out.
Yeah. Bolts went with a change up there. A little bit of an off speed that Walters caught on. Grounder right to first base.
Olivia Schaefer. That pitch high from Bolts. Ahead 1-0.
And Columbus's dugout hasn't given up either, to the credit of them. They are cheering on Schaefer, trying to get some momentum back.
Got to find a little bit of excitement and energy after that big inning. Olivia Schaefer. One down for the Discoverers. That's high for a ball. Seen that a few times today from Bolts.
I wonder if it's just like a first game day of the season thing or just a off night. Wonder what that could be that's caused it to happen so many times.
Trying to maybe experiment with it. Two 2-1. This is off the handle, foul ball.
Defense weren't there, I would have caught that one.
Thank goodness for this fence. We've seen ball after ball just pummeling the chain links.
There's that NCN truck again.
That's a great shot.
Great shot. And you can barely see the bottom of the tripod that Kevin's on down the first base
Yeah, we
line.
got a guy up there, so. Foul tip maybe, or it is a strike no matter what. Strike 3. Bolts comes back with a strikeout and 2 away.
Bolts is riveting in these strikeouts tonight.
Bottom of the 4th inning. 2 down, and Liberty Boss. Excuse me. Elena Kudrin back up, top of the order.
And Kudrin singled her last time up in the 2nd inning. Trying to find some momentum here. Already 2 gone here in the bottom of the 4th.
Trying to start a 2-out rally. You got some work to do.
That's how they scored the bulk of their 4 runs here tonight. With those 2-out rallies.
And continues to stay hot. Elena Kudrin with a single, trying to stretch it. She'll go to 2 and stop there.
She hit the ball hard. She ran fast and ended up on second. That's something that will get a small little bit of momentum back. And hopefully for them, they're hoping that it can build a little bit up time and time again. Starts with the senior and Bella Larson here.
Runner in scoring position for Bella Larson. First pitch strike. Bella nods at it, acknowledges it, is ready to get back in there. 2 down. Columbus in a 6-run deficit after the 8-run inning from Lincoln Northstar that juiced them ahead.
And believe it or not, that was actually the first hit of the night that Bolts has allowed. She didn't allow any interaction in the first game, didn't allow any in the 3rd inning. That was the first one.
Great point. It's been a great day for Haley Bolts. That pitch gets away. 2-2. 2-1, rather.
Larson got a single in the 1st inning.
That's high again. So Kudrin moves over to third on the pass ball. 3-1 count for Bella Larson with 2 down.
Yeah, Larson is going to dig into the box, try to see if she can get any kind of gap to get Kudrin home.
Inside, ball 4. Now runners on the corners, trying to keep this 2-out rally going for Columbus.
And that'll bring up Callan Huell. Huell has gone on base and scored each of her previous 2 times up to bat. There's a nice shot that shows Kevin on top of the truck.
He's there.
But big opportunity here with 2 outs here for Columbus and Callan Huell. Runners on the corners.
Huell singled in the first, reached on a walk her last time. First pitch at the knees. Ball 1.
Might see Larson take off for second here.
Ball 2. Throwing back to first.
These coaches have been giving a lot of numbers out. See if this one's a take second number.
Trying to sign steal, Elijah?
Well, it's different than the last one.
There's a strike.
But I bet they have a bunch of throwaway numbers.
Elijah Mosier trying to decipher this out like the Houston Astros. Except we're doing it without cameras. That's away. Kudrin will come home on the pass ball. And Huell is up 3-1. So Columbus does get one back.
And Larson advances to second, too. Just another one of those with the pass ball that could have been prevented if you're Bolts.
Inside, ball 4, and Huell walks again.
Now if you're Northstar, I'm starting to think about putting Sunken back on the mound to try and finish things off. Bolts has not been able to find the strike zone in the 2 innings she's been in.
Here comes Alexis Hill. She's 1 for 1 with a walk as well. Inside, ball 1. Bolts kind of tosses her hands up, not sure where she's missing. At least that's what she might be thinking. Fouled off. One count. Big spot for the Discoverers, 10-5 game. Still got some work to do. Got it inside for the strike. Just touched that corner of the plate.
And this is where we're probably going to see the fastball from Bolts again. We haven't seen many hitters hit the fastball from Bolts tonight.
Up high for a ball, 2-2.
She decided to go with the rise ball that time. Maybe now we'll see the fastball. I've been trying to decipher these things all night. I've been kind of hit and miss.
Popped it up, foul again.
That one was definitely the fastball.
Big chance for Columbus. Runners on first and second. Larson and Huell. Here's Hill. Swing and a miss, and Bullets is able to get out of the inning. 2 runners left on base for Columbus. They are able to score 1. Lincoln Northstar ahead by 5. 10-5, top of the 5th. Coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry, cause you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do, just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
We got your back.
Colors are looking good out there. It's a beautiful night in Columbus. Game 2 of our doubleheader. Lincoln Northstar ahead of the Columbus Discoverers, 10-5. Here in the top of the 5th inning, Kalen Debb and Elijah Mosier on NCN. 9-1-2 for the Gators. It's Olivia Knox to get things started. Swing and a miss. First one for Knox, who's had a great couple games so far. This freshman hitting in the 9 spot, but has really come up in some big spots today. This goes right to short. Knox trying to beat it out, and the throw is in time. Nice job defensively to stay with it for Liberty Boss.
Yeah, standard 6-3, ground out to short.
Takes us back to the top. Jinx. Haley Bolts returns to the batter's box. She is 1 for 2 with a walk and a double.
Yeah, she had that 2 RBI double last time up in the 4th inning. She's had a really stellar night.
Rise ball, foul tip. Alexis Hill. The big opportunity to get out Haley Bolts. Fouled it off left side. Bolts went after that low pitch.
Bolts raked that one into the left field foul territory. Nearly taking out the third base coach for Northstar in the process.
Don't want to try to hit Coach Rule there. Inside for a ball.
Hill trying to take care of Bolts here.
Fouls it up. Staying alive. Haley Bolts is fighting hard. That's high, ball 2. Tough at bat for Bolts and Hill.
See what Hill dials up here on the 2-2.
This over to short. Tough play. Bolts is there with a single.
Went through the glove of Nicolite, but Boss was there just not in time as Haley Bolts, speedy like a bolt, made it all the way to first on the infield single.
I like it.
Yeah, I like the Beatrice Community Hospital instant replay too.
Lightning bolts on the base path. It's so hard to get her out. Even if she just puts up a little grounder, you got to try to get her out, and she's just so quick. She's going to go. Looking for 2. Trying to move to third. Look at this. The quickness is unbelievable from Haley Bolts. She is aggressive.
I mean, she scored 2 runs already earlier in this game. She's trying to go for a third. Might as well just send her at the same time and deliver a hill and see if she can make it home.
Do a suicide squeeze and see if she can get there. Dempsey Whitmore. Oh, 1 count. That's in the dirt. Nice stop.
Yeah. Gracie Boss got it underneath that one. Kept it in front of her. Kept Bolts at third.
And she's going to have to do that. With Bolts at third, you're going to have to make every stop. Tips the bunt. It's foul.
Hump's going to have to walk that one off a little bit. Caught him a
Ooh,
little bit
that's tough.
too.
One away in this inning. 10-5 game, Northstar ahead.
Whitmore did double her last time up. Trying to replicate that.
That's low. Another nice stop from Boss.
Not easy coming in as a freshman and being the varsity catcher. Gracie Boss hasn't done a bad job tonight. She's had a couple get by her, but for her first varsity experience, not too shabby.
This hit towards short goes off of the shortstop. Liberty Boss. Bolts makes her way home. And Whitmore's able to reach.
That ball took a nasty hop. Boss didn't have much of a shot at that one at shortstop. And the Navigators are up 6.
Gators trying to keep it going. Haley Van Pelt. That pitch outside. Ball 1.
And we mentioned Bolts earlier. Something different here. Class A. Pius X is now in Class B.
Yeah, that's a lot different. Usually they're always Class A. There'll be a force there in Class B. Strike, here comes the runner. Going again. It's the aggressiveness on the base pass, the throw. Not there, and Whitmore's on third.
And Northstar's just taking advantage of this entire game on the base pass time after time. They've taken off for second, off of a pass ball, taking off for third on a pass ball. They are taking bases wherever they're allowed to.
I think what's so impressive is there's no hesitation. A lot of times with some of these players, there'll be hesitation. You'll stop, you'll wait and see, and then you're kind of caught in no man's land. They're just going.
It's almost like a computer system. They're just programmed to do it. As soon as they see the opportunity, they take off, and they make it happen.
2-1 count for Haley Van Pelt. Smacks this one foul off the right side.
And we're back to that situation again that we had in game 1. We got a runner on third. Our batter is up to the plate. 6-run ball game. This is a chance to go only 5 innings if Northstar could add on another 2 runs.
Columbus doesn't want that to happen. Another foul ball here. Alexis Hill fighting. Got the first out easy. Haley Bolts made her work, and Bolts ended up singling, scoring. And Whitmore's done the same thing. Now here you got Haley Van Pelt. That's in the dirt. Here comes the runner. She's out. What a job by Boss to get the tag down.
Let's take a look at that again on our Beatrice Community Hospital instant replay. Right at the plate. Oh, that's a tough look at it.
It's a tough call to make, but it was close. Bang, bang.
Bang, bang indeed.
Full count. That's in the dirt. And Van Pelt's aboard.
Van Pelt has had a nice night, too. Got on base 3 times now after striking out in the first.
There's a ball.
And now Lexus Hill is now past 90 pitches in the game.
Wow.
She's worked hard in this one.
Swing and a miss. McKenna Watson trying to hang in there. She's 0 for 3 today. We're going to keep this inning alive for the Gators. Oh, fouls this one off. Would have been a nice spot.
Glances foul this time. But yeah, we run around first. Looking to keep this going are the Navigators. Trying to make quick work of this doubleheader. Just remember, Columbus had a 4-2 lead entering the 4th inning. And they saw Northstar come and take that away with 8 hits.
That's in the dirt. Van Pelt going to second. She's there looking and will stay. All over the base paths today. Lincoln Northstar. 2-2 count. McKenna Watkins will get this right through the gap. Van Pelt is headed for home. She scores. And it's a single for Lincoln Northstar's McKenna Watkins.
Now every player for Northstar has a hit on the game. And more importantly, if you're Northstar, you're 1 win away from getting an 8-run lead.
12-5. Top of the 5th inning. Watkins at second. Ava Hanger. Runner goes. It's a hit and run. That gets through. And she's safe. Watkins over to third.
My, oh my. Hanger is fast, too, to be out of that throw at first. Runners on the corners now.
Brings up Tessa Kalupka, who singled her last time up, singled and scored. And now here's Kelsey Plants. Might have a change in the circle. Pitch count's getting pretty high.
96 is what I have.
96 for Alexis Hill.
You don't see that in a ton of high school baseball or softball games. And she's going to stay in here.
Try to finish this thing out. Kalupka had a good game today. Good doubleheader. Just made some nice plays out there in right field. Down low for a ball. I'll have to watch if Hanger might go with a runner on third. Columbus might let that run go through to second to avoid any other errors. Nothing yet. That again is low. 2-0 count for Kalupka.
Yeah, imagine that they would let this sit a little bit. We've seen it from Hill. She's had trouble getting in the strikes. Boss hasn't exactly kept it in front of her. I think they might just let this try play out naturally here. But then again, Northstar's been quite aggressive on the base path.
Fouled off. 1-2.
Next pitch will be number 100 to my count for Lexus Hill on the game.
Triple digits. Just in the 5th inning.
Shows you how much work Northstar has put her through tonight, too.
Kalupka hits it toward right field. This is caught. Nice play to end the inning. Gracie Walters has had lots of action out there, and she makes the catch. Ending the inning, but Lincoln Northstar leads by 7, 12-5, heading to the bottom of the 5th on NCN.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Speedy Mart. When you have to fuel your journey and feed the crew, whether it's many or a few, Speedy Mart is fresh, ready, super clean, and convenient.
Here, customers can expect the highest quality fuel that they deserve.
And when you make a pit stop, it's gotta be fast. Easy in, easy out. Speedy Mart for the win.
New home on the horizon? Loan it to own it. Need a new car to keep you moving? Loan it to own it. Looking for a new adventure? Loan it to own it with Liberty First Credit Union. Liberty First Credit Union is there for every step of your journey. Anyone can join to receive low payments and fixed rates to help get you through every new milestone. When you're ready to own it, loan it through Liberty First Credit Union.
Pitching change for Lincoln Northstar as back in the game. Remy Sunken will come back in to try to finish the job for Haley Bolts. A 12-5 lead for Lincoln Northstar, but Columbus not done yet. Got to keep on swinging, keep on fighting. They led 4-2 after 3 innings. On the top of the 4th is when Lincoln Northstar had a huge 8-run inning, which gave them the lead. Taylor Blazer, first pitch strike from Remy Sunken. Here's Sunken. Flies it up to center field. And the catch is made. Easily done for Haley Bolts. Her action is not stopped.
Yeah, Bolts also finished game 2, 57 pitches, 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 run, and 4 strikeouts, which brings her night total up to 11 strikeouts, 1 hit in 6 innings.
Wow. Nicolite back in the box. And our 5th inning today is brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Stunning engagement collections, exceptional diamonds, and dazzling gemstones can be found at their Lincoln and Grand Island locations. Nicolite hits this towards second. Nice to stay with it. Play over to first is in time for the out. Nice job, McKenna Watkins. That's 2 away quickly for Lincoln Northstar.
Taking another look at that. Chopper right to second. Watkins there. Stops it, picks it up, makes the throw over to Van Pelt at first for the out.
Gracie Boss gets hit. She'll take first.
Bring up Gracie or Walters here for the Discoverers. Down 7 here. They're not out of it yet. Sure, they have a long way to go, but if they can find a little momentum, find something to go off of, they might have something here.
Walters is 0 for 2 tonight. We're going to keep this inning going. Gracie Boss just got hit by a pitch. She's at first. Sunken Back in the circle, swing and a miss.
I mentioned she's 0 for 2 on the day. Well, her first time up, she face sunken, flew out to center. Last time she grounded out when Bolts is pitching.
Fouled off. 1-2.
Just staying alive here. That's all you can ask for. Try to make good contact. Try to see if you can get on base. Well, that goes into it.
Strike 3, and Remy Sunken able to strike out. Walters looking, and Lincoln Northstar with a 7-run lead takes us in to the next inning. Top of the 6th coming your way on News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. By Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Schaefer's, we're more than just TVs and appliances. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
Lexus Hill will stay in the circle for Columbus as we move to the top of the 6th inning. Lincoln Northstar leads 12-5 over the Columbus Discoverers. LNS was able to win the first game of the doubleheader 11-1. Columbus fought hard in this one. They led 4-2, but after a crooked 8-run 4th inning, Lincoln Northstar has jumped ahead 12-5. There's a strike from Lexus Hill.
And this is a chance for Northstar to try to finish things off here. They're trying to look for another run, get that 8-run differential, try to end things here an inning early.
Ostentowski, a little blooper off right side. That drops in. Or a base hit. We'll see if we get a running change. She might stay. We'll see.
Looks like she will. Get a nice hit, get to stay on the base.
It's kind of like a reward. Sometimes running the base isn't all fun, isn't all sunshine and rainbows, but it can be pretty fun.
Well, she's 3 for 3 tonight.
Goes off the head of the bat, steps on it for the play. Done at first and throws back to second. Got the tag. What a double play by Columbus. Caught Ostentowski napping a bit.
Well, that was certainly something. I'd like to look at the replay of that. And here it is, presented by Beatrice Community Hospital. Slap hit, tried to check up her swing, still got the ball. Huel tagged first, made the throw to second, and caught Ostentowski off the bag. And now strike 1 to Knox. That's certainly a game changer, Kalen.
That's big. Had a base runner in scoring position. Again, you talk about the 8 runs. Had a chance to get that 8-run lead, which put the pressure on Columbus. Top of the 6th inning, 12-5.
And then we can circle back. Ostentowski has been pinch run for several times throughout the night. They chose to leave her on. That could have played a factor into everything as well.
That's a great point. 2 down. 2-1 for Olivia Knox. try to beat this one out. And will not do it. Columbus, quick inning defensively. I just got to get those bats going. Down by 7 runs, 12-5. Gators ahead of the Discoverers coming up bottom of the 6th inning on NCN.
Liberty First Credit Union. It's for you. You live in Nebraska or the surrounding states? Then it's for you. Want to earn cash back on your transactions? Then it's for you. Are you ready to start banking with purpose? Then Liberty First Credit Union? It's for you. We're not your typical credit union. We support you with personalized banking that's open to everyone. Start banking with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. We're for you.
Let your next adventure take flight in Sarpy County, Nebraska for some high-flying fun. Legendary family adventures, out-of-this-world shopping, star-studded evenings, and award-winning experiences. Our flights are never canceled. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com.
Twelve to 5, Lincoln Northstar leads Columbus, bottom of the 6th inning. And the Discoverers will have a chance to fight. They got 2 innings to do it. 6 outs left. It all starts with 9-hitter Olivia Schaefer goes 9-1-2 for Columbus. Trying to do their best here to tack some runs on the board. Remy Sunken on Schaefer. Pitch inside. Oh, it does get the zone. 0-1.
Never say die here for Columbus. After all, Northstar scored 8 runs just a couple innings ago, but all about getting those bats hot.
Oh, swings big into that one, down 0-2.
She knows it too. Just saw that ball. Nice off-speed pitch, but dropped right in front of the mound. Plate, excuse me.
Oh, 0-2 count. Here's Sunken. Just high, ball 1.
Schaefer did a nice job laying off of that one. See if she can get something going.
That pitch looked tasty. Fouled off. Into the catcher. Stays at 1-2.
Guess just got the top of that pitch. See what Sunken's going to go to here on the 1-2.
Down low. Ball 2.
Interesting pitch there. Dropped inside. Had a little bit of a curve to it.
Off the end of the bat. Another foul ball.
She saw that one rising up. She went to check her swing, but unfortunately that ball rose all the way up. Knocked it foul. Even as the sun has set, it's still a beautiful night here in Columbus.
Oh, it's gorgeous. This might be a tough play. Throw over to first. In time. What a stretch. Good throw. Great stretch, and Lincoln Northstar is able to make the play. Whitmore over to Van Pelt.
7-pitch at bat for Schaefer. She made Sunken work for it, but what a throw from Whitmore at short.
Elena Kudrin flips this one through the gap for another single. She singled and scored her last time up, and now she's aboard again with only one away.
She tried to get that rally going in the 4th inning where Columbus ended up stranding 2 runners. She's going to see if she can get that rally going again as Bella Larson steps up to the plate.
Larson walked her last time aboard. Off the handle, 0-1. Just misses the zone. Did they catch that?
Even though it just missed the zone, that's something Sunken's done a nice job of. She's put it right in front of the plate.
This one hit towards short. Looking for the easy one at 2. Gets the play down there. And 2 down. Lincoln Northstar gets the lead runner. Kudrin, and Larson is safe with the fielder's choice.
I believe that's our first fielder's choice of the night.
It is.
I don't think we've seen one. Game 1 or Game 2, which that's kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah, you don't usually, I feel like you see them a little bit more often than we do tonight. That is the first fielder's choice. Bottom of the 6th inning of Game 2 of our doubleheader. Big swing and a miss out in front. Callan Heel steps back in, down 0-1.
Hewell's walked her last 2 times. She's been patient at the plate.
Inside, there's a ball.
Though I will say the only time she's faced Sunken tonight, she singled, and that was in the 1st inning.
That's outside. 2-1 for Hewell. Remy Sunken, freshman, has pitched pretty well today. This is a shallow pop-up, and plays made to end the inning for Lincoln Northstar, drifting over McKenna Watkins. And that ends the bottom of the 6th inning. And Northstar leads 12-5 with one more inning to play between the Gators and the Discoverers. We'll get there next. Top 7 on NCN coming up.
Nebraska, it's time to celebrate our community heroes. Do you know a local hero who dedicates their time to make your community better? Someone who leads with a vision for a brighter tomorrow and inspires others to join? Nominate them today for the Community Hero Program, thanks to Medica. Each month, one Nebraska hero will be chosen and will get to choose a nonprofit to receive a $1,000 donation. Let's honor those who make our community shine. Community Hero, celebrating the heart of Nebraska.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Alexis Hill's going to go all day. She stays in the circle for the final inning on this one. Top of the order for Lincoln Northstar, Haley Boltz, followed by Dempsey Whitmore and Haley Van Pelt. Alexis Hill, over triple digits pitching today. 12-5 lead for Lincoln Northstar. Gators trying to tack on a few more. Lead by 7. Boltz hits it high. This might stay in play. It is, and a catch is made. How about Callan Heel getting over there and making the play?
I mean, nice play. Way to get there, make the play happen.
Here comes Whitmore. One pitch, one out. Finds the zone, strike one. Here's Hill. Checks the wristband and gets ready to deliver. Down low, 1-1. Lincoln Northstar has defeated Columbus the past 11 times they've played. That 12th game was won by Columbus. Oh, just off the glove by Nicolite as Whitmore reaches on an error.
Yeah, just bobbled that one at third. Allowed Whitmore to get on first.
Haley Van Pelt. Junior returns to the plate. Down low.
I'm kind of impressed. I know the game hasn't completely gone her way, but Lexus Hill, she has pitched a ton in this game, and she's still consistently doing it.
Going to one for the easy play, and that's exactly what Columbus is able to do. Elena Kudrin, nice spot. 2 down. McKenna Watkins singled her last time up. Brought in an RBI as well. Here's Hill. Delivers high. Try to catch the runner off in no man's land, but I'll keep it in the hands of Lexus Hill. High again. 2-0.
I can't imagine how tired her arm and shoulder are. They've got to be exhausted.
Yeah, gonna have to ice that thing tonight. 3-0 count.
Keeping Whitmore at second there.
Whitmore's really trying to test him there.
Getting quite the big lead.
Fouled off on the 3-0 pitch. Makes it 3-1.
Good battle here from Watkins. Columbus just trying to finish the top of the 7th off.
Fouled off again. We're full.
This at-bat is not going to end. These two going right at it. Not going to give it easy, either one of them. See what pitch Lexus Hill decides to deliver here.
Puts it right over the glove, and here comes Whitmore. Single and a score.
Just a blooper into the outfield. Not much of a shot to stop that one. There's another run for Lincoln Northstar.
13-5. And Ava Hanger. Swing and a miss. Hanger's last 2 times up. She's singled. Down 0-2.
Hill close to finishing this one off. I believe she's at 121 pitches now.
Holy moly.
I might have to double check that.
That's foul. Hanger stays alive. Eight-run lead for Lincoln Northstar. Strike three. Lexus Hill able to get Hanger looking and finishes off the top of the seventh inning. We go to the bottom of the seventh. Columbus needs 8 runs to tie 9 to win. A lot of work to be done for the Discoverers coming up next on NCN.
My son, Christopher Parado, was 20 years old when he was prescribed opioids. It took him 5 days to get addicted. I'm not supposed to be the one to go get his suit and tie and pick which sneakers that I'm going to bury him in. My son overdosed at the age of 22 years old.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
(13-5), Lincoln Northstar leads by 8 over the Columbus Discoverers. Keep it in, Remy Sunken trying to finish things off and bring the Navigators to a potential 2-0 record after defeating Columbus earlier 11-1 and ahead by 8 here. Sunken's first pitch is in there for his strike on Lexus Hill, who has thrown over 120 pitches today. And make sure to stick around for our coach's post-game interview. It's brought to you by Sarpy County Tourism. Just outside, 1-1.
Columbus, they're going to have to work on a big rally here in the 7th, but it all starts one batter at a time.
2-1. Blazer and Nicolite will be seen no matter what in this inning. That's low. 3-1 count.
And with this being the first doubleheader, first day of games of the season, both of these teams are trying to figure out how to replace their seniors. They've been shuffling their lineups, their defensive positioning, but Northstar's looked pretty good.
That is through the gap. Lexus Hill starts the inning off for Columbus with a single.
I say things about one team, and then the other team just takes over and makes themselves the talking point.
Pinch runner coming in for Hill.
I believe that's Robertson again.
Naomi Robertson. There she is. So Naomi Robertson ran a little bit earlier today. She's back on the base paths. Brings up Taylor Blazer. 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts. Austin Towski tried to frame it. Couldn't quite do it. 1-0.
Blazer's job is just to get on base here.
2-0 count. That's in there for a strike.
Right down the middle there. Sunken's doing a nice job. She's done a nice job all night long.
Blotzer's trying to fight in there. That's high, 3-1. Sunken trying to battle. Columbus also trying to fight. Right back to Sunken, thrown over to second for one, back over to first, not there. They do get one, another fielder's choice.
We say the words and they come alive. But now one down. That brings up Nicolite. 0 for 3 on the day. Well, I should say for this game. Trying to keep things going here for Columbus.
First pitch strike. Kirsten Nicolite. Trying to throw it back. Not there. Blazers back in time. 13-5 your score. Lincoln Northstar ahead by 8. One away for the Discoverers. And their final 2 outs. That gets right through the gap. The line moves for Columbus. 2 on with 1 away.
Good time for your first hit of the game. Nicolite will sit on first. And that'll bring up Gracie Boss, the freshman. See if she can make anything happen. Still only 1 down. Lot of game left to be played.
Boss was hit her last time up. She's yet to get a hit today, at least in this game. Just misses, ball 1. That gets through. Boss is aboard. And the runners are all moving forward, and the bases are loaded.
Bases are loaded for a senior and Gracie Walters. And one thing that you can say about this Columbus squad is they don't say die. They have gone up time and time again. They've fought throughout this entire game, tried to stay alive as much as possible.
No quit in Columbus. 13-5, 1 runner, or 1 out. Bases juiced for Gracie Walters. She's 0 for 3 in this game.
But so were the previous 3 batters. So
looking to keep it alive. Fouls this one off.
Sometimes all it takes is that one opportunity late in the game.
Swings on a 1 that was way in the dirt.
Good drop ball from Sunken. Really sunk that ball before it got to the plate. Had the Waters going for it, and by the time she realized it, it was just too late.
1 down, 0-2 count. Strike 3, got Walters looking. Bases stay loaded with 1 more out to go.
And that'll bring up Schaefer here with the bases loaded.
Olivia Schaefer Lines this one over to second, trying to stay with it. Got the play. What a job to stay with it. McKenna Watkins leaves the bases loaded. And that's 3 outs. But Plants, is she trying to challenge this thing?
Let's take a look at this on the replay while the umpires take a look at it. Makes the throw. And they're going to stay at the call in the field and safe. Plants may have been asking if her foot was off the bag, but the out will still be at the end of the game. Oof. Oh, wait. They ruled her safe.
Yeah, they ruled her safe. I don't know. Look at her foot.
It's
foot
off the
comes
bag.
off there. But does it get back on?
It did get back on.
I thought it got back on.
We play on.
Foot came off, but we think it came back on right there. It's on. Okay, well, we still play.
Doesn't matter now. We keep going.
And this is past the left fielder. Columbus is going to score another one.
Not just one, but 3.
Holy moly! And the left fielder, Knox, is down.
Wow.
Holy cow.
Wow, wow, wow. They'll check on Knox down in left field. But now Kudrin's on third with a 3-run RBI triple.
So Knox is down, and we will take a break. We'll come right back on News Channel Nebraska.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
Women have a 1 in 8 chance for developing breast cancer. Early detection makes a difference. Beatrice Community Hospital's Imaging Center can help with the latest technology, from screening with 3D mammography, breast MRI, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsy. All services conveniently located in the BCH's Imaging Center. Schedule your screening today. Incredible care, incredibly close.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit gocurrency.com for details. By Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
Olivia Knox is able to walk off the field. Good to see. Bringing in Taylor Price for her out in left. So now 4 runs this inning scored for Columbus after the questionable reverse at first. Game could be over, but we keep on playing. Couple runs score. It's 13-9. 2 down with Kudrin at third. And Bella Larson trying to keep this game alive for Columbus.
Big 2-out rally here for the Discoverers.
Just misses the zone, 2-2, or 2-0, excuse me.
That dugout's starting to get a little bit rowdy over there for Columbus.
That also misses the zone.
Sometimes when you think the game is over and it gets reversed, it's hard to get back into that zone, and that's what we could be seeing for Northstar.
That comes back down. 3-1. And this is over to right. Catch is made, and Lincoln Northstar is able to win it anyway. Kalupka makes the play, and Lincoln Northstar, despite the tough rally from Columbus, Navigators win it 13-9 over the Discoverers through full 7 innings. Well, we will have your top plays as well as our coach interview and player of the game. Stick around because that's coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates
Other companies have the revolving door. Every time we come into Schaefer's, it's always the same people. And the big thing to me is they know you by name. They know who you are, which makes a person like myself feel just warm and welcome here. And that's what's great about Schaefer's.
Schaefer's has the essential Whirlpool appliances you need, from refrigerators and air fry ranges to laundry pairs to keep your clothes clean and sanitized at everyday low prices. At Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Schaefer's, we're more than just TVs and appliances. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry, cause you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do, just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
We got your back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Speedy Mart. When you have to fuel your journey and feed the crew, whether it's many or a few, Speedy Mart is fresh, ready, super clean, and convenient.
Here, customers can expect the highest quality fuel that they deserve.
And when you make a pit stop, it's gotta be fast. Easy in, easy out. Speedy Mart for the win.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Stop by your nearest Speedy Mart or good-to-go convenience stores today. U-Save Pharmacy, dedicated to the well-being of all our customers. And by Zollner Ford Lincoln, meeting your sales, service, and parts needs.
New home on the horizon? Loan it to own it. Need a new car to keep you moving? Loan it to own it. Looking for a new adventure? Loan it to own it with Liberty First Credit Union. Liberty First Credit Union is there for every step of your journey. Anyone can join to receive low payments and fixed rates to help get you through every new milestone. When you're ready to own it, loan it through Liberty First Credit Union.
Final score in the second game of our doubleheader, 13-9. Lincoln Northstar able to hold off the late Columbus rally and pick up the win. Time to head on down and take a look at our top plays on News Channel Nebraska, and they are brought to you by our friends at Currency. If your business needs financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers, all you need is Currency. Check them out at gocurrency.com. Beautiful Platte County here in the great state of Nebraska. Game 2 of our doubleheader. Lincoln Northstar was able to take down Columbus earlier today by the score of 11-1, and we will start in inning number 1. It is Columbus who gets things going here as Bolts runs into the fence, made a great play on the ball, wasn't quite able to get there, and Columbus ends up tacking on 2 runs to take a 2-1 lead over Lincoln Northstar. Heading on into inning number 2. Northstar has a chance here, flips this one up toward right side, and that is down for a single. Olivia Knox able to tack on a run and tie the game at 2. We got a back and forth one so far in this game. Moving on into inning number 3. This is Columbus back up to bat. They have a 3-2 lead. Throw over to first in time, but not while the run is able to score. Heading on in is Robertson, and Columbus has a 4-2 lead. Now here's where things change a little bit. 4-2, Lincoln Northstar. Again, this is the freshman Olivia Knox, who had a great day today, gets this one down, is able to score some runs, and this game all of a sudden flips in favor of Northstar. 4-3 at this point. Now here's where this thing gets a little bit different. 3 runs come across. 2 right there and another one through after the throw. Runner moves on over to third, and it's 5-4. Lincoln Northstar ahead after, again, dominant performance by Haley Bolts. Lincoln Northstar keeps the hitting party going, leads it 6-4 at this point. Here's a double, another RBI, making it 7-4. But the Gators weren't done there in this 4th inning. Ended up scoring 8 total runs, including this one that was dropped off of the glove. And the Gators just kept on bringing them in. 10-4 at this point. Takes us in to inning number 5. 5th inning, it's currently 10-5 or 11-5. Now this one gets through, able to bring home another run, and Lincoln Northstar has the 12-5 lead. As coming on through was Haley Van Peltz. Brings us to the 7th inning. Columbus, in a controversial fashion, was able to keep playing. Now Olivia Knox goes down in left field, which scores 3 runs off of the triple from Elena Kudrin. So this game continued, made it 13-9, but Lincoln Northstar was able to get the final out and win this game. 13-9, they take the doubleheader, win both of them, and start the season 2-0. We'll now bring you on down to Elijah Mosier as we get ready for our interviews with player and coach on News Channel Nebraska.
Down here with Coach Rule, pull out the doubleheader sweep on the first day of competition. How'd that look from your eyes?
Yeah, we were really happy the way the girls came out, really aggressive. We talked about being aggressive on the bases, and I thought we were in both games all night long. We took a lot of bases early in that first game. We went first to second on a couple of, what I think they expected to be stand-up singles, kind of set the tone for how we were going to play. And then for me, I think, the upperclassmen, we kind of got what we were expecting from them. But our freshmen, we played 4 freshmen significant innings, and they all stepped up in a big way for us.
Yeah, you mentioned the number of freshmen. You had a good bit of senior leadership, too. What did it mean to have those seniors coming back, especially your pitcher on the mound, Haley Bolts?
Yeah, so it's been huge, and the seniors have been good, since the beginning of summer, taking the young kids in through our weight training and our speed and agility. And then Haley, we can turn to her when we need outs. And, hitting-wise, I thought we got big hits up and down the lineup tonight. But, if we keep playing as a team, I think we're going to be tough to beat. Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about your team now that you've seen them in varsity action? You got to see them in 2 games. They definitely put up a lot of runs.
They did. Scored a lot of runs, and we got a quick turnaround. So we get Millard North tomorrow at noon, who's a top, 2-3 team in the state. So I'm interested to see how we rebound from that. Get Millard North and Elkhorn tomorrow. So it'll be a good test for us to see how we respond in a quick turnaround.
All right, one more question. This is about player of the game. Haley Bolts, throughout the day, 2 wins, 11 strikeouts, 5 RBIs. She only allowed 1 hit. Yep. Tell me about her performance.
Yeah, so she's a stud, right? I mean, I think one of the best to ever play at Northstar probably, and we're gonna look to her to do that a lot. She's our leader on the mound for sure, and when she's on, she's tough to hit. So, yeah.
All right, thank you, Coach, for your time, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Haley, if you want to come in here now. And you started on the mound game 1. You got on the mound for a couple innings in game 2. How'd it feel from the mound?
Really good. Today I felt really well. I knew my team was behind me. I was really chugging starting that first inning. I knew Ava was doing really good behind the plate. Yeah.
I mean, it's not easy to rack up 11 strikeouts, especially when you only pitch 6 innings. I think you struck out more batters than just about anything else. I mean, that was a really good performance at the plate. Did you just feel like it was kind of your night, or what was your feeling on the mound?
I just knew, like I said, I knew my teammate was behind my back. As soon as I started that first inning, struck out the first girl, I knew I was feeling pretty good. I knew this night was going to be a good night. I was really hoping for 2 wins, and we got those 2 wins tonight.
And then you stepped up behind the plate, and you got things done there as well. 5 RBIs, really solid. Did you just feel like you had a good connection there too?
I did. I went up with that. When I went and hit that triple, I went up. I was like, my team needs me right now. I just went up with confidence. I took a little prayer before I hit it, and I was like, I knew Jesus was behind me, and I knew my team was behind me, and I knew I was going to get it done for them.
All right, what does this say about your team as this was just day 1 and you put up 2 convincing victories?
I'm very excited what we have this year as a team. We have a really big upperclassman. We also have a really big freshman class. I'm really excited to see what we can do this year, hopefully make it to Hastings.
All right, thank you for your time, Haley.
Thank you, guys.
All right, that was your head coach and player of the game. We'll wrap things up next.
Strong performance in the circle today for Haley Bolts, as well as in the box. Loves her teammates, loves the Lord, and loves the game of softball. So great job today, Haley, and big wins for Lincoln Northstar. Well, an awesome day. Thanks for joining us for our debut season opener softball on News Channel Nebraska. For all of us today, for Connor and Danny, our amazing cam ups, as well Elijah Mosier. Good luck at UNK. I'm Kalen Devitt, and you're watching News Channel Nebraska.
We now join regular programming on News Channel Nebraska.